If you want to stop your binge eating, which I know you 100% are ready for that, you are beyond ready to stop obsessing over food and calories and just get your mental real estate back so that you can just enjoy your life. Summer is around the corner, and I know you just want to be able to go on those spontaneous dinner nights out on the patio, enjoying all the foods that you love without obsessing over calories, without choosing the lowest calorie option and then coming home and, not feeling satisfied and then just end up binging anyways. And so because you're ready for that, I know you're ready for that, you need to step into your inner badass that knows you can absolutely conquer binge eating. Your inner badass self knows you can do this. Your inner badass knows that she can trust herself. She can trust herself around trigger foods. She can trust herself to know exactly how much to eat without having to weigh, track, or measure her food. Your inner badass self has the ability to go out to restaurants, go out to social events, and just simply order whatever it is that you want and feel so satisfied and just stop when you're full. Your inner badass self doesn't have FOMO. Your inner badass self doesn't feel scarcity around food or like you're missing out if you are choosing a healthier option and maybe your partner isn't. You don't feel FOMO. You don't have this scarcity mindset when your partner's eating and you don't really feel like anything. You don't have that scarcity mindset. Your inner badass is confident in your food decisions, in what you're eating. Your inner badass doesn't care about what other people are eating or how much they're eating. You are just so confident in your own food choices, and you fully trust yourself to know exactly how much to eat. You have it in you. You have it in you to fully conquer binge eating, and it actually is so much closer than you think. I think a huge reason why people don't even start healing their relationship with food is because when you feel so out of control with food and you're feeling uncomfortable in your own skin, the end destination of feeling confident in your own skin, looking at yourself in the mirror and actually loving what you see in the mirror and just feeling in control with food, being able to trust yourself, that can feel so far away when you're thinking about the end destination. And that's a huge reason why people don't even start. But what I'm here to tell you is it's closer than you think. You are a freaking badass and you can do hard things like conquer binge eating. You have it within you. And next week, I'm actually going to be running it's completely free. It's a 5-day masterclass on how to actually step into your inner badass to conquer binge eating, because you have it within you. And you know that you are meant to live an extraordinary life. You know that you are meant to live a life where food wasn't the first and the last thought on your mind. You know that you are meant to be able to travel the world and explore all these beautiful places without needing to stress about how much you're eating before the trip and then have the all or nothing mentality while you're on the trip and then come home and then overdo exercise and restrict yourself because, oh my gosh, I need to get back on track because I ate so much on vacation. You know that you care way more about making memories with your family than the way that your body looks. Deep down, even though right now you might say, no, I actually do care about the way that I look. And you can care about the way that you look, but also there's a part of you that's there's more. I know that making memories with my daughter and being able to bake with my daughter is way more freaking important than depriving myself of it and just not having these memories. You know that that's more important for you. And so this has transformed my relationship with food. When I started stepping into my inner badass self and I started believing in myself and I started focusing on memories over, calories, and I actually started trusting myself. I started building up that self-trust. I started to believe that I could trust myself. I don't need my fitness pal. I can know exactly how much to eat. I can trust myself. I can make the best decisions with food. I was even talking to one of my clients inside of the academy, and she said, she has a social event to go to. And she was so worried about the food. She said, we're going to a restaurant. She's this was a few days before. And she's she's already starting to overthink. And she's like, I don't really want the breakfast food there, but then like, what if I actually want waffles, and what if I want pancakes, or like, what if I actually want the lunch food? Should I have breakfast? Well, obviously I know I need to have breakfast, but like, I don't want to eat too much. And it's just going back and forth in your head. And I told her, I said, listen, you can trust yourself. Like, you can do all the planning that you want. You can plan, okay, this is what I'm going to have at the restaurant. You can look up the menu ahead of time, but the reality is you're not going to know what you actually feel like until you're there. And I said, this is where you got to step into your inner badass and practice self-trust. Practice not looking at the menu ahead of time and actually showing up and trusting yourself. Because like I said, again, you can plan, okay, I'm going to have the pasta for dinner, or I'm going to have the pasta when I go to the restaurant. And then you get there and you're like, oh, I'm actually really craving a salad. Or you know what? Actually, like, I don't know, like that burger and the sweet potato fries actually sound so much better. So you can try to plan all you want, but the reality is it's like, you got to trust yourself. And that requires you to step into your inner badass. Who knows? I can trust myself. I can make decisions that fuel my body and also satisfy me. I can choose the option on the menu that sounds so good for me, and I can feel satisfied. And like I said, it's easy for me to stop when I'm full. When you step into your inner badass, you're going to have so much self-trust. You're going to have so much self-confidence. You're going to let go of this scarcity mindset. You're not going to have FOMO around food anymore. You can actually focus on connections with people. When you go to social events, you can actually focus on the memories. You can actually focus on meeting new people and socializing and laughing and having an amazing time versus, oh, what am I going to eat? This is everything. Stepping into my inner badass has transformed my relationship with food. It's made the biggest difference. And you have it in you. So once you learn how to actually step into your inner badass, you're going to conquer binge eating so much faster than you think. I actually call my clients badasses. All of you guys are badasses. And I know you can conquer binge eating. Like, it's not, I don't know if you're going to. No, I know. And now you got to believe that you can as well too. That's half the battle. You got to believe that I could do this. You got to believe that you could build self-trust. You got to believe that you can go to the restaurant and eat what you want and stop when you're full. You got to believe that. A huge part of stepping into your inner badass self is believing in yourself, believing in your ability to conquer binge eating, but believing in your ability to change your relationship with food, to heal. It doesn't matter if you struggled with binge eating for 10, 20, 30 years of your life. That doesn't mean that you can't conquer. I see this all the time with clients that come to work with me. The clients that come to work with me, they don't have this like negative mindset. They're positive and they're solution oriented. So even after a binge, they pick themselves back up. Even when they're having a hard day or a hard week, they don't say like, oh, like this isn't going to work for me. They're like, okay, well, like, Lorna, what else can I do? Ooh, what can I try this week? Like, they're just positive. And this is all, again, this is stepping into your inner badass self. You have it within you. So I'm so excited. Like I said, next week, I am hosting a completely free masterclass, how to step into your inner badass to conquer binge eating. Not only is this going to be the most fun 5 days of your entire life, like I'm so freaking pumped right now, like I'm so excited, but also you are going to feel so much hope and you're going to feel so much excited that ending binge eating is closer than you think. One of the main things that my clients tell me is, Lorna, I've tried so many different things, and as soon as I started working with you, I felt hope for the first time. I felt excited for the first time. I actually believe that I can do this. And I know you're going to experience that as well too in the next 5 days inside of this masterclass. So get your get your badass self registered. I'll leave the link down below in the show notes. Register, be there, show up, make it a priority. Even just this, how you show up is it matters, right? Are you going to say, oh, it's just like a 5-day masterclass, not that big of a deal? Or are you going to plug it into your calendar? Are you going to get your booty there? Are you going to actually show up powerfully like this can change your life? Because it absolutely will. A badass doesn't make excuses. Oh, well, I'm busy that week. A badass shows up for herself no matter what. A badass doesn't say, oh, it's just like a 5-day masterclass, whatever. No, a badass is like, ooh, like this is an amazing opportunity. I'm going to learn from somebody who is 4 years binge free, who clearly has the steps, who clearly knows how to conquer binge eating, and I cannot wait to freaking learn from her. So step into that inner badass right now. Don't wait until next week when I teach you how to step into your inner badass. Step into your badass self right now. Show up to this masterclass powerfully, like it's going to change your life, and it will. I'm so excited to see you. Have an amazing rest of your day. We're going to have an incredible 5 days together, and I can't wait. See you soon.